Hello everyone, today we are going to look at part 4 of practical vocabulary that we often miss while speaking English. And in this series you already know that we are looking at words or situations where we do not get the word that we need at the time of speaking. However, we do have certain words or synonyms which do not really convey the idea, truly convey the feelings that we want to convey, and that leads to some kind of frustration or maybe lack of confidence. Okay, so let's get started and see situation number 1. So situation number 1 is there are certain cases or patients, you can say, in hospital whose checkup doctors can ignore or postpone because maybe they are stable, not very critical. Okay, however, there are certain cases whose checkup or whose visit doctors cannot doctors cannot afford to ignore or cannot afford to postpone. Now what is cannot afford? Let's look at this. Check my screen. If you cannot afford to do something, you must not do it because it would cause serious problems for you. So we use this vocabulary when there is something serious that is going to happen or likely to happen if you do something. Okay, so let's take for example, I cannot go to picnic today because I'm not feeling that good in this weather. Now how about this? I can't afford to go on picnic today because my mother has a surgery or an operation in the night or tomorrow early morning. Okay, so obviously the consequence is much higher in the second case. Okay, so we use cannot afford to in those cases where the intensity or consequence is much higher of doing certain thing. Okay, so I hope you now understand the difference between can't do something and cannot afford to do something. So the appropriate word here is doctors cannot afford to ignore such and such case because of such and such outcome. Okay, let's look at situation number 2. I'm proud of my HR colleague called Siddharth. Many times our department, very often our department sends the monthly report after the deadline, but he understands and uploads that to the portal. Sometimes our reports even have errors, but he still provides a solution, some kind of workaround, and adds that in the next batch, if not in the same batch. There are certain situations apart from this also where as per rules he can say no, but he still tries to be he still tries to be kind, he still tries to be nice, or maybe he still tries to be flexible. So flexible is the best word in this case. What it means is, you can check my screen, ready and able to change. A person is ready to change according to different situations and circumstances. Okay, so here we are talking about a person who follows a certain set of procedures and methods to complete his work, and anything outside of that he can clearly say no, but he's still trying to adjust, he's still trying to be flexible with us. If we use words like kind, he's trying to be kind and polite, that might be okay, but that relates to a human virtue, a human quality, which is not the same as flexible. Okay, so though he's a nice person, that's why he's doing it, right? Kind person, but in this particular case flexible is the most appropriate word. Okay, so that's the difference between flexible and other kind of words in this same situation. Okay, so let's look at situation number 3. I'm never confident about giving or delegating some kind of work to Sameer because either he does not understand the requirement well, or if he understands the requirement, sometimes he's casual also. Okay, so therefore whenever I give any work to him, I always have to, or I always try to see him, keep looking at him. I always try to keep an eye on him. Okay, so keep an eye is the best word, appropriate vocabulary in this case. What it means is to watch over someone or something to ensure it is satisfactory or it is safe. Okay, so one more example, when I take my child or when we take our child to the park, even though he's good enough to handle himself, smart enough to handle himself, we still need to keep an eye on him. Okay, to ensure that everything is safe or satisfactory. Okay, even though the patient has recovered from his major illness, some kind of heartache arrest, we still need to keep an eye on him. Okay, so that's the difference between saying keep an eye and keep seeing Samir, my friend, to whom the work is being given. Okay, let's look at situation number 4, vocabulary number 4. You can say sometimes you may not like your boss, you may not like the way he works, the method with which he works, and it may cause a lot of problem to you as well. Okay, but the fact is he is your boss. Okay, and this is one reality you cannot this is one reality you cannot escape. Okay, so escape means, look at my screen, to get free from something or avoid something. Okay, this is one reality you cannot escape, you have to accept it. Okay, if you are in a police force or you work for a paramilitary force, working odd hours, working long hours is something you simply cannot escape, you have to accept it. Okay, so that's the end of situation number 4, vocabulary number 4. I hope you liked the video, the 4 vocabularies that I shared today. And if you're watching this video through Instagram, guys, or through Facebook, then please look for the channel link in the somewhere in the heading of the Insta or in the Facebook. I have placed a link for my channel, so please go and subscribe if you like it. Okay, and share it with others. And if you are looking for any kind of personalized classes, okay, a bit of text is not visible, but no problem, you can contact here if you need any personal advice or kind of classes in this number. This is my WhatsApp number as well. And that's it for now. I'll continue to make this series. I'll continue this series because I've got some great reviews, because vocabulary remains a big headache for most people, working or not working. Okay, so that's it, guys. Thank you very much for your patience. Bye bye.